Welcome to another video on game development with Asha Akanksha Foundation. In this video, we learn how we can build the game so that we can send it, play it on our PCs personally, etc. And for that, we will need to learn how we need to screen size the game according to the screen size of our device. So let's get started. In this video, we'll see how we can build the game and actually play it on our laptops, mobiles, etc. So what you have to do for that is you have to go to build settings, and we've already seen how we add the scenes here. So the first scene, the whichever scene is index 0, that's where the game would start by default. So that's the scene that you have to place at the top. When the game opens, you are not telling the game which scene to start with, so that's the one that will be taken as default. Now you can go to the platform. So you have multiple platforms available. So I have personally downloaded the Android platform and the PC platform. So here we can see that it shows the different configurations, and you can just click on build and run. It will build your game. Now, the main thing that we need to take care of while exporting a game to the different versions is you have different aspect ratios. So the size of the screen varies. So if you, for example, if you're using it on a laptop, it's going to use the full HD version, which in which your your canvas becomes very small, and that's why you cannot see the screen, like you cannot see the text properly. So for example, if we see so right now the canvas size is full, but our text size is pretty small, so we'll have to configure that. Here in the font size, I'll change it to 70. The width needs to be changed. The height and width, I'll change it to I'll just double them. It's still small. It's not as big as it was when we were using the free aspect ratio. So let's just, like, this is not very important as such, so we won't focus much on this. Even the size of the button, go to the text mesh. It seems better than earlier. I think 100 would be better. Okay, I'll go with this size. Similarly, I'll just save this scene, move to the other scenes that we have created. So here we have the text to be very small. We'll go back to the canvas. Here, select the score, increase the font size by much more. Let's make it 80. It's not visible because our height is pretty small. Height needs to be, okay, so it's visible and clear. You move it to the corner of the screen. And we need to bring back our coin sprite and ice sprite as well. Let's split our screen into the scene to be separate. Wait. Yeah, we want it to be here. So that's how our screen looks like, and we want to move our coin sprite and ice sprite here. We'll make the coin sprite to be a child of the ice sprite, so that we just need to move one of them. Wow, it looks perfect. Now we can start the game. Let's just bring the game back, and we can just start the game now. see if everything's working fine. So that was the only UI element that we had in the level section. Okay, so now we have stopped moving and we have the game. So let's do the over screen. And here we want to again change the canvas in the game over text firstly. And the font size, width, let's just make the width to be 1000 so that it fits perfectly. Again, in the button as well, we need to change the button size. Width can be 400, height to be 100. We change the text size as well. In the text mesh pro section. And now we can see that our text is back again in the font size that we wanted. So now we stop moving because okay, now we start with the build process. Go to build settings. This is the default configuration that I'll be using. We're going to call build and run. I'll just select this game folder. We'll just wait for a second for this build to complete. Okay, so build completed with positively. Here's our new game that's loading up. Okay, coin collector, it starts. We can play the game properly, just like any other application. The game ends and we get a game over. So I think this works properly and we can we can exit this game. Let's move on back to the game. We missed a very big component, which is when the player controller wins the game. We need to add that as well. So here so when we collide with the treasure chest, we print level up, but we can also kill the player. So for that we're going to access the player controller, and we already have that written, but for the controller we're going to call kill. So that's going to allow us to move to the second object. That was the final thing that we were learning in this project. And you have finally successfully created the game, a very basic game, but has taught you a lot about Unity. So we were able to successfully resize our game in order to fit the HD screen. I hope you found this useful.